All right, so it's the night before we leave to SEMA. We're busy putting together parts that still haven't been put together. This is bolts. Who knows where they go? And if you're ever wondering what it takes to install wide body kit, here's the instruction manual. And by the way, and you probably need to understand Japanese. If you don't know how to read Japanese,
just ask me.
Ask this guy.
I don't know.
日本人ですか?
日本人.
That's the instructions. Do that.
You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. Reminisce Reminisce My past is my present, babe. Yeah, I make decisions to glow. Ridiculous flow, potential to glow. You know, I just do that. Consolidate my regions, line it up, put them together. Anyone that ever let me down, forget them forever. My memory's bad. Remember me, though? My memory's gone. My memory, it limits me home. No tree huggers, cause all the lumber's gone. Music is knocking on wood. Pass through the hood when it's good and they chopping up wood. Breaking up stems, tilting my brim. With a limp like a pimp, though I'm shaped like a wimp. They put no fear in him, it's just me and the end of my timeline. Flow like a fine wine, smelling like fine pine. Yeah, is this the end or just the beginning? Am I losing or winning? Is this reality or am I pretending?
I actually don't know where.
All right, guys, I think we're in Arizona, somewhere like that, right? I'm here with Chris, and he's the lifesaver. We are powering through to go get this car to SEMA, right, bro?
Yeah.
You had a little nap.
Yeah, I knocked the hell out.
And we just want to show you guys the mountains, man. It's pretty crazy. But hopefully we'll be there shortly. And yeah, just keep on driving. So this is the final stretch to Las Vegas, and we're a little late. Well, we're not late, but Johnny told me 6 and they said 4, so we're gonna get there when we get there. Yeah, and we gotta change the wheels on the car in the booth, hopefully. So I'm sure if we do a little talking, we'll be able to get an intercom. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but we're only an hour and a half from the convention center, and we blew a tire on the trailer. This part came off, and I was able to retrieve it. Careful, Chris. Careful. And damaged the mirror, but everything else is okay.
We're alive. That's our retread. That's our tire. Look at that. No cracks, nothing. Just exploded.
What makes that happen?
I don't know. These tires aren't even that old.
Yo, we made it. We're here with my good friend Matt. Boom. And I showed him that we've been living in here for the past few days. And we'll show you a picture of Matt's setup. And you can see the similarities. More differences than similarities, though.
Yeah, well, a little bit.
I'm gonna try to get a jump box. Johnny, what do you think about the Back to the Future train wheels?
I have no words, bro.
Great Scott!
The Great Scots. That's proof of the vlog, bro.
Woo! Do you want to trade?
Yeah.
Which car? Which car are we gonna trade for pinks?
Race.
Johnny, I see your butt crack.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
On that side?
Yep, looking good, looking good. Well, buddy, you made it. You made it to SEMA.
Yes,
Your
we
first
did.
ever.
First ever SEMA. Yeah, again, a little surreal feeling to walk in and see my own car here. So the inspiration behind the build was really to bring the best of the East and the best of the West, right? So you're gonna have a Japanese flair, and really the inspiration behind it is to do an exterior that pays tribute to Japanese tuning, and then in the interior or under the engine bay, the driveline's really paying tribute to everything in the modern engineering that companies here in North America and in the West have put together for the R35. So you're going to see a mix of US parts and Japanese parts. The wide body kit as you see it, it is the Veris Kamikaze Sonic R, new for 2019, right? So it's got a couple of the extra little flares like the canards that you see in the front. We've also gone ahead and added the carbon swan neck, wing, trunk, and hood, which you'll see in just a second. We wrapped it in Orifol carbon wraps out of Orlando. Steve and Jen took care of me. They asked me for 7 days to wrap the car. I think I gave them 24 hours. They pulled some long nights trying to get this car done and on the trailer so we can get here on time. Very happy with the work that they did. Very happy with the color, how it came out. We were trying to do Bayside Blue, and didn't have enough time to paint the car, so we found this product by Orifol, which had good stretch and was able to get through all the body lines and all the gills of the car to be able to get us here. Big shout out though to a couple of our supporting partners, right? So in the suspension world, KW came through with a set of V3 coilovers that they air-shipped me from Germany, right? It was the one, they didn't have a kit here in the States, and they really stepped up to the plate, got me that product here. SPL got me all the titanium braces for the front of the car and the back of the car. So looking forward to going ahead and putting this thing on track and dialing in that suspension. OS Geekin came in with an LSD. That's also going to give us great grip just as we need. On the inside of the car, Bride got us the seats with the carbon Kevlar, keep us nice and tight in there. And we paired that up with some of the Williams 4-point harnesses. You got to take it off. So, under the hood, you guys have seen this, right? It's a 4.1 liter. It's a 4.1 liter VR38, forged internals. We went ahead and bored it out, so it's a big bore motor with billet pistons, billet rods, balanced and blueprinted. We went ahead and threw on an AMS intake manifold along with the Omega 12 kit. What that's going to do, it's going to put the car at about 1,100 horsepower by the time that we get done. We did some of the alpha tanks as well as the coil radiator, making sure this thing stays nice and cool. And PTP was able to help us out with the turbo blankets and the firewall blankets. So keeping all the heat right where it needs to be, making this monster track ready. I'm looking forward to taking this from the show scene straight to the track. All right, so we decided to take a quick break from SEMA and head out here to Dream Racing in the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're gonna be taking out a couple cars. So Dominic is out taking out C7Z06. He owns one, right? But I know he's never gonna spin the tires on the one he's got at the house.
Top speed 45.
Top speed 45, and that's in a residential neighborhood, right? So he's gonna be on track today on a white one. Let's see how he does. First flying lap. There we go. He's got a little bit of speed.
Faster, faster!
What's the scoop?
A lot of power. Not more than I've ever used, that's for sure.
Good times.
All right, guys. So we just Tommy went outside to do some shots of Johnny Grinwald's terminal cars. I'm on my way back to the booth just to get myself together. Everybody seems to be wrapping up. The crowds are thinning out. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. At 4 p.m. the show is over, which means rollout begins.
Is it low enough for you?
No, it's not. I just don't know how I'm going to drive it out of here today. We'll see. We've got a video shoot at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know how I'm going to get it there. I think I'm going to trailer it there. I don't know. Listen, it's going to be a track car, so at some point it's going to get beat up. So this is as best as you're ever going to see the car.
Awesome, man. So happy for you, bro.
Thanks, man. So here's the deal. We're stuck inside behind this row of cars that is popping out, plus that row that is coming from the back of the central hall, plus here's the Gretty kit. Here's the car that got first place Supra. We got cars coming out of both sides. So that bottleneck is not going to stop.
Passing through Indian Springs in Las Vegas, my G. Bumping Nirvana in Nevada. My favorite word is medulla oblongata. Just doing what I gotta. Is this the end or just the beginning? Am I losing or winning? Is this reality or am I pretending? That was poetry, huh?